All the stars are close.
So Ray would know the answer to that.
Yeah.
So let's say we're in here. Now we've only got like 7 feet to play with. And then also we're thinking about going from 300 to 400 square foot. So 20 to 20 or 20, it would be 15 by 20 would be 300 square foot. So that's kind of what we're thinking about. This is a weird angle lot because it's kind of like pie shaped. So it gets wider out here.
Yeah.
I do have some ideas of what I'd like to see, but basically the idea being that any tenant is going to love looking at nature, right?
Yeah.
So you get greenery, you get nature, you get privacy. What we don't want, because you can see the kitchen's right here, we don't want them looking at us looking at them.
Yeah.
So one idea I have is to have high windows, and we'll show you that.
For lighting?
So high windows for light, so
Yeah.
it feels nice, light, and bright, but like people aren't looking at each other.
Yeah.
And then this would be the yard with tons of privacy.
Yeah.
So
And you could trim these down pretty short, right?
yeah, we can trim them down short. So I was just meeting with a property manager, Rincon Management. Shout out to Rincon Management. At 7%, they can manage everything. And he gave me some helpful hints as to, like, he was suggesting that potentially instead of putting in new utilities for this unit, just tie into there, and then they can, through their management, say, hey, this person on average spent that much on water, electricity, so therefore with this addition, that's what we're going to charge them. Because sometimes when people think that the landlord is paying for water and everything, they'll take in the extra long showers and everything. So they know how to mitigate that and how to address it in the contract. So that's something that's important. And then also it's about $20,000 permitting fees to get your own utilities set up. So he was saying just tie off, it'll save you $20,000.
Yeah.
Here's our architect, Ray Ames, coming down the pike. Good. Got the new whip, huh? You got the new ride.
No, it's
Subaru
no,
last
it's
time.
actually no, it's not. It's been around a while. In fact, I was just thinking about going down to Dodge.
Hey, Ray. Gabriel.
Pardon me? Gabriel,
Gabriel,
nice
yeah.
to meet you.
Nice
It's
to
a
meet you.
pleasure, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys doing good?
Yeah, doing well.
All right.
Yeah. Excited for the opportunities.
Yeah, right on.
Gabe is going to film a little bit.
Cool, do it. All right.
All right. So the setback, is that from the utility pole or from the fence?
So let me see here. Where's your property line at? It's beyond the hedge, probably, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe right there.
That's the way the
It's
pictures
it's
show.
a tough call. So you got 10 feet, like we talked about. You got a 10-foot. I'm assuming the pole's in that, but we don't really know. So you have 10 feet of utility easement along the back. See, it's funny because when we were looking at the plans, it's hard to decipher. I have to really print it out and check it out. But that 10 feet may start around the corner and then go over the property line.
Okay.
It may. It's just hard to decipher exactly from what we have on plan. So I don't know. Here's 10 feet from the fence. But see, let's say if you just pivot it, well, it might just be right from the property line right over to that corner. You can see how it's
on that corner line probably.
pretty close.
Yeah.
So, 10 feet, but like we talked about on the phone, that 10 feet would at least give the back of the
backyard.
house some backyard.
Yeah.
So over here on this side, from the side,
Is that 5 feet?
we're gonna do 5. Okay, so on the city, in most cities, they'll do a 4-foot setback for ADUs. But unfortunately with building code, what you want to do 5.
Okay.
That way you're beyond doing a 1-hour wall, you're beyond doing special, limits on the windows and stuff like that. So, and it makes sense to just keep away from that. Otherwise you're dealing with that. So 5 feet here, basically 10 feet
5
here.
feet.
approximately here. So let's take this out. Let's just say take it out 20 feet.
Okay.
Keep going right there.
Okay.
So there's 20 feet.
That's plenty of space.
So stay right there, and I'll pivot over here, and we'll do like a kind of squared off thing. It's gonna have a little angle to the house.
So that's 20-20.
20-20, and then you know, if we do a square box.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll get 20 there. It might be close.
I don't know either. Let's say
at the bottom it was 17 I tied off on.
Did you? 17 from the house?
At the very edge.
Oh, at the very edge.
See.
So you pivot. Okay, you come over here.
Okay.
You just come over here, right to this mark here. See what we can come up with. We might have to do a little
tightening in.
Yeah, we'll just do a little entryway or something like that.
Yeah.
So here's 18.
That's 18.
Hold on a second. We got 21. Yeah, so if we did maybe 16 or 18 from this other wall.
Okay.
So we'd have to step in a little bit.
Right.
We don't want to squeeze ourselves over there, you know, against that house either, and against the main house. So.
Right. But we do have a couple feet to. So.
Yeah, we got a little couple feet. We don't have to do 20.
Okay.
We can do 18.
18, something like that.
We can do 18 by 22. We can configure it so it works well. So we have plenty of room for the main house over to the corner of our new house.
Right.
Does the building have to be like a square, or can it be?
No, it can be any shape.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Because that might help. Kinda.
So it could be. Yeah, we can start at 6. We can do 16 foot wide and come longer. You know.
Let me show you a couple ideas that I'm liking when I look at these opportunities. So this is a designer in LA.
Yeah, nice.
And we're talking about that the window up there, so that they're not looking at us, we're not looking at them.
Right, yeah. So what we would maybe do is the suggestion is, instead of getting the direct light from the south or the from the south or the west or the east, right, as the sun's coming up and blaring inside, get some. This is generally speaking the north side, right?
Yeah, that's north.
So get some high windows like that along the north side. You'll get real pleasant light instead of direct, hard, hot light. You know. And then on the back side,
that's where you do the slider.
And then we do a slider. Maybe what we do is we do a gable end on the back side and do a slider with some high windows at the back.
Okay.
So this could almost be, if there's any windows at all, there may be I don't know what it would be, but maybe a high bathroom window or something like that, if there's a bathroom on this side, or no windows.
Okay.
So it could be blank.
Right.
And then on this side of the wall, for the pleasure of you, if you came out on the side, you could maybe plant it and, you know, like a creeping fig, or do a little fencing or something like that to break up that blank wall.
Right.
But that'd be cool. And then get some windows towards the front.
Yeah.
You know, from the east. Yeah.
Cool. So that's what it looks like.
It's really a nice feel.
It is,
you know,
right?
Get the
it
high
like
ceilings in there.
lets the light and the air in.
Yeah.
And then also they're not building to the top. Well, we'll see on this one. So that's a room separation?
Yeah. And this is a really tall room. Keep in mind that you may not, for the sake of, one of the things that we're up against is the city wants you to kind of, it doesn't have to match exactly, but you're going to be in line with the architecture of this main house.
Okay.
And that's a lot of what most cities do. They don't want it to be a separate, you know, they want it to have the asphalt shingles, the fascia board they have, the stucco. It doesn't have to be, you know, exact, but very similar.
So they want you to tie it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, for example, and then what we could do for this unit to get these high areas that you're talking about, just go with maybe with like a 9 or a 9'4" wall height, and then pitch the interior roof and get you some really good space out of it. It would look great. Yeah. It would be good.
Yeah. So I think I mean, just having walked that, I think we have enough for an 18-18 or a 22-18.
We can do like my thoughts are is we would maybe do something like along the lines of, doesn't have to be 20, but let's say if it was 20. So if we sketched out 20, came out, and then this is where it kind of angles towards this house here. So come out here some point and then jog back in. You know, jog back in and maybe go like this.
Yeah, okay.
That might create some opportunity for maybe the kitchen's there, maybe the entry's here. So it's kind of like opportunistic too.
Yeah.
So it relieves this corner from being too close.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
I like that.
yeah, it'd be great. And
Okay.
so what I'll do is I'll take some measurements, right? And measure this out, take a bunch of photographs, and then come up with a sketch for us to kind of go over, you know. But maybe do a small kitchenette, maybe do a, you know, I know we talked about doing a studio.
Yeah.
Be nice to do a separate bedroom, but it's not mandatory,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Right. I don't think so.
Yeah. Sometimes just getting that studio living, and then these folks living here, maybe, I don't know if the slider goes in the center, but they could have this back patio back here, and that'll be 10 feet. This will be 5 on the sides.
Right.
And then you can decide maybe just to bring it around the corner or something like that. Whatever you decide. So this could be all open.
Dog run,
patio, barbecue, little barbecue area, something like that.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
You know, bedroom here. We can do some instead of doing built-ins, we can just buy some, maybe go with an IKEA line of equipment in there and do some really nice things in there.
I like it.
Yeah, it'd be good.
I like it. Yeah.
And then so now you can kind of see this orientation here towards the front gate, you know. So the gate is out here. We'd have a front door here, come in. Again, maybe kitchenette right there. Kitchenette, dining, and then studio to lay out however the people want.
And then bathroom in here.
Yeah, get a bathroom in the corner.
Okay.
Closer to the plumbing from the house. So you probably got plumbing here at the laundry here, so it'll be close enough.
I like it.
Yeah,
We're
I think
coming up with something.
I think it will work good, and then maybe a shower. Whatever, we'll work out that shower at the back and shower, toilet, and vanity.
Okay.
Should work nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey there, we're here with Ray Ames, Foothill Design Group, one of the premier Ventura ADU specialists and designers and builders. Tell us a little bit about what you do and how we can get a hold of you.
Sure. Well, let's see. We'll start off with my my website. My website is foothilldesigngroup.com. I typically do a lot of residential stuff here in Ventura and Ventura County, a lot of stuff in Ojai, a lot of second units, a lot of ADUs, junior ADUs, full-on ADUs, residential remodels, new homes for sure, some small commercial now and again. Yeah, and that's the gist of it right there.
Cool. So today we're going to take a look at our backyard. We want to put in an ADU, so we have hired and we are going to design and build. So we're going to take you guys on the journey. And thank you, Ray, in advance for all that you guys
pleasure.
do.
Yeah.
And look them up, give them a shout, and let us know what we should do in the comments below.
Yeah, it's a little tall. Yeah, a little tall. So you're probably, what did we say, 12? You're probably 13 and a half to that piece right up there.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then are we gonna, you said 9, is that 9 ceiling or roof?
We'll go 9-foot wall height.
Wall height.
And then peak up from there.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're not gonna be much taller because our width isn't gonna be that wide. You don't really be 20 wide, and this house is probably a little wider than that, same with the garage. But similar.
Okay.
So it'll look nice. The driveway, you personally. Okay, here we go. It's like Max here. Pop back out.
That way?
There you go. So I'm just gonna write 25. That's good. And then I'll
So that is 25.
21, 21.8.
Okay.
21.8.
Great, so we just took it down, all the numbers, all the configuration. We got 21 feet in the front, 51 in the back. Now, what are the next steps?
Okay, so the next steps for me, Eric, I'll go to my desktop at home, start laying out this area here, and coming up with a couple of configurations for us. We talked about a vaulted ceiling. We talked about a couple of options that we have here in the field. So I'm going to lay out a couple of options, bring those into a floor plan, put some detail into it, and let you and I and Erica look at it and decide, you know, what fits us best, you know, what we like, and what the opportunities may be from there. And then after that, we'll take it up a notch. We'll detail and design the interiors, the exterior a little bit more in detail, and then move on to some of our entitlements and some of our procedures with the city.
Very good. So once we get a design we like and we present it to the city, how much longer are we looking at?
Not much longer. Typically, you're talking about a 4-month process, probably from head to toe. So I think realistically with the holidays here, we're probably going to the holiday and then submit at the first of the year in general. That's typically how it works. A couple months to get everything together, submit to both planning and to building at the same time. I think the planning department will be expedited because it's an ADU. Typically cities have a little bit of an expedited review for ADUs. And then it's just a matter of the plan check process for the building department.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now what are we, March, April, potentially getting permits?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think potentially getting a permit by the end of April is probably most realistic in terms of, their timeline and that kind of review. So, yeah.
And then I know this is in your area, but to build out a 400 square foot, is that a month, 2 months, 3 months?
Oh, no. Yeah, I think you're looking at I would have you expect for something that small, I would tell you to expect 6 months, head to toe. Ground break to like the final occupancy permit and review and stuff like that. So
potentially October, November of 2024.
I would expect all of that.
All
and to be honest with you, I would not put your expectations any sooner than that. It's just not a good practice.
So all you tenants out there that want an awesome place with backing the Bronca, you see butterflies every day. We're gonna have something in November of 2024.
I think so.
All right, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
You bet, my pleasure.
So we're going to be documenting the whole journey from here till 12 months from now, November 2024, where we hand the keys to our new tenants and come along. We're excited to share with you guys the journey, and hopefully it'll be beneficial to you if you are considering putting an ADU on your property. Give us a call or give Ray a call.